What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. Green Market Marauders investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. That's something you're interested in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. All right, so we give you my top penny stocks on my watch list. So let's jump into it. All right, first one we got ticker sign LIZI, and that is for Liz High Incorporated. They ended the day yesterday at $4.43. It looks like they touched a $4.91 high. So that's pretty good. VWAP's pretty high, and they are bullish at the time of this video, denoted by the moving average 10 line, which is this red line, being above moving average 50 and 100, which is this purple and yellow line. Background information on them, the huge catalyst that came that made them go up. Basically said they entered into in-car audio collaboration with XPeng Motors. Now, if you're familiar with XPeng, it's one of those EV stocks that is China-based. So it's up there with NIO, Li Auto, and those other names. But one of XPeng has been going crazy pretty lately here. It's been on, the EV rise and definitely on a lot of people's watch list, if not in people's account already. So this is pretty big news that this company was partnering with XPeng. So the stock went up because of that, because of this news. And I think it's going to be on people's watch list from now on. In my opinion, I think it still has more opportunity to continue growing if they can expand their partnership with other companies, because you still have NIO in China, who is an EV company that could potentially partner with them. So definitely have them on our watch list based on that news and their potential growth for possible collaborations with other Chinese EV companies. So next we have ticker sign AMTX, and that is for Metis. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Ticker sign is AMTX. They ended the day at $3 even. So pretty good metric. They're bullish at the time of this video. Looks like that they touched $3.60. In my personal opinion, I think they have the ability to touch that again because they ended at $2.88 and looks like they rallied another 11 cents after hours to go back to $3, and they already touched $3.60. So background information on them. So just going to read a couple of these press releases. They did have their third quarter 2020 financial results that came out the 12th. And then they were awarded $7.8 million in CDFA grant for their phase 2 RNG dairy digester project. And then they also signed an agreement for health safety products and received $24 million initial purchase order. So in this one, those are two big amounts that this company is receiving. So I think, that will definitely help drive them moving forward to grow their company as a whole. Now, I haven't looked at their financials, but you can if you want to. It's down here. So, I think their financials are pretty good, especially since they have, these two large amounts of capital that are going to be helping the company to grow. So next on the list, we have ticker sign SLRX, and that is for Solarius Pharmaceutical. They ended the day at $1.06. Looks like they touched $1.23. They are bullish, done by the moving average 10 line being above moving average 50 and 100. So that is a good metric. VWAP is still pretty high, so I will look for them for an early morning mover this morning. So definitely going to have them on my watch list, be looking at them. Background information on them. We can see that they had their business highlights in third quarter 2020 financial results. So everything's going to be pretty good. The part that I care about is the financials. So the total cash and cash equivalents is $9.6 million as of September 2020, due in part to a $6.2 million gross proceeds in underwritten public offering closed on August 3rd, 2020. And it says their third period ended September 30th, 2020 net loss per common share was 0.10 compared to 0.73 the same period as September ended in 2019. So basically what that tells me is that they've increased the amount of money that they've gotten for total cash and cash equivalents year over year, and they decreased the burn rate of money that they've been losing every 3-month period. So that's good. In my opinion, for the company, seems to be that they have a good financial, backing, that their financials are good. And in my opinion, when a company's financials are good, it basically, helps propel the company to do bigger and better things because they have a good financial backing behind them. So if their revenue or total cash is high and they're still doing a lot of things, but it's increased year over year, basically to me lets me know that they're headed in the right direction. So based off of this information and some of the things they're developing in their phase 1 and 2 trials of this MTD, and some of the other things they're doing, that's why I have them on my watch list. I think they have potential to continue their growth. So going to the next one, we have Chickasaw AHR, and that is for air test systems. They ended the day at $1.95. They tested $2.39. So they are bullish at the time of this video. VWAP is high as well, so that's good. Bullish, denoted by its moving average 10 line, being above moving average 50 and 100, which is the purple and yellow line. So definitely going to be looking at them for a potential early morning mover. Seems like, they ended on a positive note. A lot of orders seem to have come in, so that's good. Background information on them just says that they participated in Craig Hallum Alpha Select virtual conference, so a lot of good information probably came from that. They showcased their FOX-P wafer level die and model test solutions for virtual SW test, and then a lot of other things they're doing. They gave their financial results back in September. So this company, I definitely think, is a spec play. Very speculative of this company, but I think some of the things they do is very interesting as a company as a whole. So just from some of the things that they do, I have them on my watch list because I think it's a very interesting company technology-wise. So that's why I have them on my list, and I think they have potential to continue to grow just based on some of the products that they make. So lastly, we have Hexo or Hexo Corporation. The time of this video, they are bullish, done by moving average 10 line, being above moving average 50 and 100. They ended the day at $1.14. They have touched $1.33. So let's go into some background information on them. They are in a bullish uptrend, by the way. Seems to be a linear progression, continue to go up over time. So let's go to background information on them. So the big news that came from them, which was on the 1st, is that the company Up Cannabis reports brand and launches bold brand differentiator, 20% THC or higher in all flower products every time. So they basically increased the amount of THC that they've had in their products and seem to have produced consistent strains with 20% higher THC, which is good for the cannabis space. So in my opinion, I think if they can, develop a product that has continuous yield of 20%, that's definitely going to help them grow their business as a whole. Because when it comes to the cannabis space, the amount of THC, definitely helps the amount of people who want the product. So a lot of people, can do alternatives. There are a lot of different alternatives out there. People who don't want, THC, but large amounts of THC, but in places where it's legal, the amount of THC definitely matters. So they came out with this revamped dry flower, initially featured Northern Berry, Cold Creek Kush, and Ghost Train Haze. So some pretty interesting names on there. But in Canada, I know that cannabis is pretty much legal. So since their legalization of cannabis, this company, I think, has definitely thrived, and definitely want to keep your eyes out on for potential legalization in the United States. So a lot of these, cannabis companies or cannabis sectors have began to go up, especially with the, a Biden presidency on the horizon. So, definitely keep your eyes out on these different sectors, just like a company like ACB has been going up. Make sure you check those out. Good luck to everybody out there trading this week, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.